Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Funky.
Well, I just got out of the drugstore. How y'all doing? It's that time of the year when, man, the sun's just on the horizon when I leave work. If I do a full day at the pharmacy till 6 p.m., which I was a little late tonight. It's about 6:20, and they calling me at 5:59 talking about, what time do you close? We've been closing at 6 p.m. for 38 years. Anyway, I don't mind staying. They come and I like to do my customers right, whether it's drug or paramotor stuff. You know, the flight that I'm going to do next, if I ever get to it, is going to be something that is not for everyone. I'm going to go do some stalls. I want to go up and do some stalls. I've been really wanting to do it. I'm usually flying the Xeno if I'm doing personal flying, and I'm not ready to go up there and practice with that. I want to take up like a lower glider, like a B glider, and go up there and really kind of fine tune my technique and do some reps. It's been a few years since I've stalled a paraglider. I've done some SIVs. I've done 4 or 5 stalls. I've only done one out in the wild. I did an early SAT entry just to see what it would do, and it spun out, of course. Now I know what it was going to do. Anyway, you're diving the glider, and then you spin the shit out of it by throwing the move if you throw it too soon, and you spin out. And so I went into a tail slide, and then I recovered, and that was an uneventful sort of thing. It was easy peasy. Oh crap, I gotta make a delivery, y'all. I'm right here, hold on, I'll be right back. All right, so where are we at? Stalls. All right, so most of the time when you do your first stalls, you want to put yourself in an SIV type environment. Safety boat, flotation, water, towboat. I mean, all the things that make it like really safe. But once you know how to do them and you understand them, I don't even know if I want to recommend this, but I'm going to be doing them over the dirt. I'm going to be doing them over plowed ground out on these farmlands. Now, I've got a machine rigged up with dual reserves, and I've got a nice big Bodie B-class glider that seems to do well with stalls and stall recovery. And I'm gonna go put myself in a box where if I have to, deploy a reserve or whatever, I'll be coming down over a nice soft plowed field. And if I impact, it'll be the next best thing besides splashing down in water. And again, water and paramotors don't mix that well. I will be on a paramotor. I've only done one stall in the wild on a paramotor. Again, it was with that weird, SAT entry that I was trying out. And when I did that, that was about a week out of an SIV course where I had done a few of them, and it was just a non-event, really. I mean, I was just really tuned in with the glider, been doing a lot of acro at that point. But it's been a while. Like, I'm probably a little rusty, and as I mentioned in a previous video, and what got me thinking about this anyway, was the stuff that you want to practice is the stuff that you are least practiced. I'm good at forward, I'm good at reversing, I'm good at flying, I'm good at thermaling. It's because I practice all those things all the time. But the stuff that I don't practice all the time, that's the stuff that I want to focus on with my own personal flying. A stall is a good recovery. If you take a cravat out in wild conditions, and you can't fish it out, then a stall is the way to reset your wing, to blow those tips out and then start over. Yeah, I wanna be real comfortable with that. I really do. And I wanna do the first set on this B glider out over a big dirt patch, and I'm gonna try to video it. I'm gonna try to set up maybe the 360 camera down in my lap and my head cam so I can talk through and give you some audio. Off work tomorrow. Oh yeah, led me back to kind of the point of the video. Today I'm out of time. Like, I don't want to go home and rush this stuff and then put myself over some trees and fields and things that may not be optimal to do what I want to do. And again, having to rush to get up there and do a run, that seems nah, you know, not for me. It's not the flight I'll be looking for. I'm going to just get the gear ready, and then I may go out tomorrow morning and do them. I may wait till tomorrow evening. Tomorrow morning's supposed to be kind of cool, down in the 40s perhaps. And then as it warms up, the winds are supposed to get really strong, like 20-mile-an-hour gust and stuff, which is fine. I can do that sort of thing, but do I want to? That's the question. So I don't know, man. I'm going to feel it out. I am meeting some students in the afternoon, and we're going to do some ground handling in the stronger conditions. And then as the day mellows, I believe I'm going to go up there and do what needs to be done. That need to be done. I want to do it. That's my thoughts the day before, and that's something that I've been aiming at for the last day or two. Just haven't had an opportunity to go and do it. So I'm going to do it. You want to do it with me? That sounds so gay. We're going to do it together. We're going to go up here and we're going to stall these wings, make them quit flying, and see if we can fly them backwards maybe. I just want to be practiced up. I want to do some practice. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I don't recommend anybody do this. Again, this is the pre-flight talk. This isn't for everybody. I don't know how many hundreds or thousands of hours that I have flying, but I don't have very many stalling. You know, that's just another tool in the tool bag. It's not something that, you know, I'm not aiming to be this big acro guy. I don't have a desire to learn any of that stuff. I just enjoy flying, but again, that may be something that comes into play at some point during my flying. And I want to be comfortable with it. I don't want to have to think about it. I want to just be able to do it reflexively. And especially on something like that two-liner, that's something that you really need to be tuned into. And I'm going to start on this other glider, and we're going to do it like that. So this may be the front of the video, or this may be a different video. I'm not sure. But as I think about it, I wanted to record it and share it with you guys as my thoughts sort of coagulate on this topic, this whole stall the wing topic. Why would you want to learn to stall a wing? You know, it sounds crazy to some people, but it's, you know, just flying a paraglider is risky by itself. But there are choices you can make that, you know, mitigate those risks, and becoming competent at stalling the paraglider, I don't think would be a detraction. They're pretty benign, actually. Once you get past the first one, they're relatively benign. They just, you know, wing falls back, you're flying backwards, you let it stabilize, you let it shoot, you catch the surge, and off you go. That's the way it's been with the, you know, the handful of them that I've done. But I want to do more. I want to do 50 and see how I feel about it then. I don't know where it'll go from there. Maybe I'll do something different, or play with those, or end up in a knot and floating down under my reserves into the fields. We're going to find out. So anyway, there's my thoughts. I'm finna be home. I'll talk to you guys later. All right, so this is day number 2 of attempted stall maneuver flying, and what I'm seeing is really crazy winds aloft again. I'm just gonna check the internet. Yeah, this is gonna be my cameraman. I got the whole ground crew here available. Yeah, we got weather moving in. It's got everything all whack. So let's look at the winds aloft. Why don't we? Windy is usually pretty good for that. It's east at about 7 on the surface. At 3,000 feet, we're looking at southeast at around 30 miles an hour. 2,500 is the same.
Not good.
2,000 is the same. Yeah, that's just gonna put me way outside of like a proper box. If you don't know what a box is, then when you're doing acro maneuvers, you have to position yourself in a way that if you throw your reserve parachute, you will drift with the wind into an area, wherever that may be. Trees, rocks, forest, land. If the winds are strong, you may be drifting a really far ways away, and I need better air. I could fly in this air, that's not a problem. Flying would be no problem, but as far as the safety parameters that you really want to keep for doing proper acro risk management, you got to have a good box and a good spot to fall into. So it's not looking good for that. It's just cranking up there. So
you're not gonna do it?
Well, yeah, if I put it off again, it's gonna be a couple days before I get to it anyway. I can smell you, dog.
He's like, yes, you can.
Man, this is like the second try I've tried to make this video. It's not working out real well for me.
Let's make a video about something else.
What are you gonna make a video about?
I don't know. Gizmo's behavior during the day. That stank eye he gave you.
Gizmo, are you having bad behavior during the day, buddy?
He's like, no, I'm not. He knows he's being watched by 6,000 people.
Is that what he knows?
He's like,
He's trying to get my hand back on him. He likes that. All right, then. Hey guys, so this is the part of the video that you've been waiting on. I do some stalls. I'm just going to talk you through each one before we watch it, just so you can kind of be where I'm at. There's some things that I was thinking that I wasn't saying because I was focused, all right? So the first stall I wanted to do was just a plain stall. You know, I wanted to come back into it straight, let the glider come up, let it shoot, and catch it. The reason for that is I wanted to see how this glider shoots. I wanted to see how it feels when I stall it. And let's watch it. We find ourselves a couple of thousand feet over the bottoms. And I'm going to play with some stalls here. We're slowing down and we're stalling. We're stalling, we're stalling, we're stalling. There it is. All right. Cool. I let it shoot a little bit. That's okay. Boy, that flipped back a lot. Stalling, stalling. All right. Cool. I let it shoot a little bit. That's okay. So this next one, my idea was I was going to stay in the stall a little longer and maybe let it backfly some. But when I went into the stall, I noticed a left twist tendency. It twisted me as the stall broke and kind of threw me into a funny twist as it recovered. And I didn't really care for it, so I just recovered immediately from this one. Check it out. All right, let's get level again into the wind. And we're stalling, we're stalling, we're stalling. Deep brakes, deep brakes, deep brakes. Commit. That one kind of spun around on me. That was ugly. I could tell it was going sour right at the beginning. Not bad though. So number 3 got all out of whack too. I leaned left and then I hard weight shifted to the right. And I think I knew it was favoring the left the previous time. Maybe I was favoring the right a little bit, but I wasn't even on it for whatever reason. And when you stall, you really want to be dead nuts even on it. It makes me wonder, and I started talking about it, if the paramotor offsets have something to do with why I'm twisting, because all the ones I did in my free flight harness were great. They were perfectly centered, balanced. I was dead on it. But I'm thinking maybe the torque offsets may have a component to stalling a paramotor that maybe you don't get on a paraglider. So anyway, it twisted all the way around. I did a 180. I weight shifted out of it, recovered it, unwind. Anyway, that's what happened here. Alrighty, here we go. We're slow, we're slow, we're slow, we're slow. We're slow, we're slow. It's wanting to turn. That was ugly. It's weird on the paramotor. The weight shift offsets on the paramotor are causing it to spin around on me. So this one actually went off the way I wanted it to. I did a full even stall, perfectly balanced. It fell back behind me. I got into backfly and I was holding backfly. And about the time I started to come up on it a little more, I found my shoot point. I found where the glider took the dive and it was way lower than what I thought. So I was probably coming up too much in the previous two to attain that stable backfly position, like goal achieved when I hit it. And this one come off without a hitch. I wish they would all look just like this. This is what they're supposed to look like. All right, I'm going to do one more here. See if I can square up on it. We're slow, we're slow, we're slow. Even stall. All right, are we in a back? Nope, there's a surge, and we're flying. All right, that was a little better. Let's do some more. So this one kind of takes the cake as the ugliest stall of the night. This is the award winner right here. I go into a stall and it goes left again. I don't know what the heck's up with that. I just need to go work on it, I reckon. I don't think I'm getting into them fast enough, maybe. You guys that know how to do them better than me, tell me what I'm doing, what you see in here. There's some little thing that's going on that's causing me to enter these things asymmetrically. So I go in, and when I for some reason, when I come up to find that backslide deep stall again, I'm uneven on the controls, and I immediately enter a helico, and I could feel what it is. Like, I've never done one, but I immediately knew that I was under the glider, stalled, and I started a rotation. And when I started the rotation, I didn't plan to do that move, so I didn't plan the exit ahead of time. Something I probably should have studied on, but you just go back deeper. Well, I did, but I was asymmetric, and I went into kind of a spin. I stalled one side before the other, so it was another asymmetric stall. The wing kicked back, folded a bit. I flailed around like 1 or 2 pulls trying to get stable and level on it again. At that point, I realized, oh, you idiot, just go level. I got level, it stabilized, I let up, it shot, I caught it, and I flew away. And I was just a little crooked, a little twisted. But it was, won the ugliest stall of the night award. And then I flew around for a little while, and I'm just going to let you enjoy the rest of the video as I filmed it in the field. And let's watch it together.
Got room for one more, I think. Oh, shit, I just dropped my camera. I'm like flipping backwards in my seat. It's kind of funny. It's trying to get funny on me. It's trying to go left. I don't want it to go left. Oh. Whoa. That was ugly as shit. I went into a helico. I did like my first little helico there. Yeah, I'm just out of practice and I'm out of altitude now. So I'm going to come on in and land, or maybe I'm going to restart. All right. Clear. Shit. All right. Enough stalling for the day. Hey, Alan, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? All right, so I'm off comms. I guess I told you about what I was going to do. And it's weird. First time I've ever stalled on a paramotor. And it's the first time I've ever stalled a universal too. So I got like 2 new things going on. I made sure that I was out here in like some nice soft farmland. All these fields are like freshly plowed and rode up, and I got people around. Like, it was the right conditions to do this sort of thing. You don't want to do it like out in the wrong conditions, because that's bad. There's Mr. Allen over there. He's my student, like on his 9th flight. Look at me, Allen. Look at me, Allen. Hey, Allen, I'm over here. Look around, dude. Hey, man. He saw me then. Woo. Let's go over here. Oh, looks like we got bystanders. Oh, damn. And I'm up there doing stalls and shit with like onlookers watching me here. Let's see if I can land without wrecking this camera between my legs, huh? Like maybe so. All right, come on down, Wayne. Come on. Stall. Oh, there it goes. So much easier to stall it on the ground. I did my stall video. I feel good about it. That was mission accomplished. I'm still kind of ugly. I'm going to keep playing with them. That was just my first run at it. Jesus. I tickle myself. Now restart it and go.
Alan's doing well.
Touch and go.
He's quite the pilot after today. He did like midday flying, touch and go, stalls. No, that was me.
That was you, Kyle. That was you.
Don't do stalls. Don't do as I say, not as I do. The last one got janky as fuck. I went into an inadvertent helico. I told myself I wasn't gonna do that. I was gonna stay nice and even. I was sitting perfectly level the way I'd rehearsed it in SIV, but when it threw me out front and I went weightless, I was twisting. The whole time I was twisting. So when I fell back under the wing, it was like I was 90 degrees to the wing, and the thing shot around, and then I came up into backfly, but because I was twisted, it went helico I don't know how many turns I did. I guess I'd look at the video because I was looking at the wing, wasn't paying attention. Anyway, I did the moves that I needed to recover. I let it shoot, and then, yeah, it was all good after that. I may have even stalled it again. I don't know. I can't wait to look at the footage to see what it looks like. So we'll look at that together. Everybody did well today. We did a midday cross country on Alan's 8th flight. What the f is this? On Alan's 8th.
Smallest hummingbird I've ever seen.
Gosh damn. Thought it was a vampire. It sucked my blood. It was in my ear. That's not a flower.
I expect some still shots of that in your head, in that nest.
I want to see the look on my face when I heard the thing. But no, don't try that at home, guys. That was years of experience and forethought. But I'm rusty on stalls, obviously. I did one good one, and I still let it come out of backfly too soon. I really wanted to get into a stable backfly. That was sort of the goal. And I did for a minute, but then I let it recover. I was able to recover with my cat-like reflexes and charming good looks.
Wrong.
I think it probably just luck. But the windsock is amazing. You like this? Is this good content? We're gonna cut it here. I'm gonna load this stuff up. I couldn't be happier. Dave is the new owner of a Mac Para, Colorado.
And it rocks, guys.
Oh wait, there's a cigar. Hold on, we don't want to burn our hands
I
off.
love it.
Yeah, he's getting better. Everybody's getting better. We're all getting better. I hope you're getting better too. Much love, everybody. Kyle out.